Hi YouTube, Nameless and Faceless here, and I don't know how to start this series, and I don't know how to start this video. I will do my best. I do have a paper here that I'm not reading off a script, I'm just reading off ideas and I'll talk about them. So, I have been asking some spiritual questions for a while now, for a very long while, because growing up atheist, there's things that have bothered me, and it's hard for them not to, especially when you hear different sides of the coin saying you're gonna burn in hell for this, or this is gonna happen to you. And so I'm going on this spiritual journey to try to ask questions, to try to figure out where I stand on spirituality, because I don't know. I really, really, really don't know, and I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry to myself for that, and I'm just going to try my best. And I might get somewhere, I might not, but here goes. So, first, let me give you a bit of my background, okay? I was born and raised a Roman Catholic. I was an altar boy for a few years. I served in the church for a few years as an altar boy, and even afterwards, kind of helping out and whatnot. Um, Growing up, I went to a Roman Catholic grade school. I went to a Roman Catholic high school. We would have some gatherings in the house or anything like that. And usually they were mostly for like ceremonies, you know. There was like in school, like I was baptized as a Roman Catholic as a baby. I went to communion. I went to confession, and then we would go to our local church, which was St. Angelo Merici, have everything there. Although one time there was a church, I think it was called St. Anne's. I could be wrong. But yeah, so we went there, and then afterwards we would go to like a restaurant and have our reception there for whatever we were doing, whether it was the communion, the confession, a marriage. Yeah, so that was that. And when I was a kid, we would go to church regularly. I would say it started out every Sunday, especially when I was an altar boy too. And then little by little, we stopped doing that. And then I remember when I was a kid, I fell asleep in church, and I woke up, and it, there's just something about church, Roman Catholic Church, that just, it seems like it's lacking. There's no there's no spirituality there. You hear a priest, it's almost like playing Simon Says, right? Get on your knees for this, stand up for that, sit down for that, put your hand together and say this. And they would do this weird cross thing on the forehead, on the chin, on the heart, and you're supposed to say stuff. I never picked up on that. I just never picked up on that, no matter how hard I tried. Yeah, and even Christmas, like Christmas as a kid, we would go to church Christmas Eve, come home. There would be some cool shows like whatever was on there, usually comedies. Um, and then yeah, it was like it was like reruns of the Three Stooges. I think they still do now on some channels, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But yeah, after that, like I remember after I fell asleep in church, I don't remember going much after that. I think my mother was just like, yeah, it's just not for him anymore. Um, I mean, I will still go for like marriages, for if someone's having like a communion confession or something like that, and they invite me, I'll go. Or sad to say, funeral. That's basically what it is. Uh, and then yeah, just that kind of stuff. I think I started not respecting church as much before when I started hearing things about priests. I don't know if I could say the word because YouTube might be like, oh no, how dare you? You can't say that word on YouTube. And now we've got to like uh, kind of censor you and whatnot like that. But I'll just say priests that were files. Yeah. Uh, Again, I'm sorry. I don't know how to direct this video. I'm just speaking off the cuff here. So yeah, fast forward to now, and you know, I'm spiritually confused in terms of the whole Roman Catholic thing, and please, please, if you're a Protestant of any of those sects, don't come at me and be like, Roman Catholics are sinners. You should be an evangelical. You should be a Baptist. You should be a this or a that. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all the same. The only difference is that some sects are radical, and I'm not interested in being a radical. I already have a lot of questions, and I'm not going to jump into some church and be like, hey, I believe in this and I believe in that. Like, I've met people. I've met people who used to be Christian, who used to. I've met. I've met Mormons who, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Just I've met Mormons. I've met evangelicals, Roman Catholics that have just said, you know what, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I've got questions. I've even seen priests. I've seen priests who have said, you know what, I don't believe anymore. I don't. So, and I got a lot of questions. I'll just delve into them. Question of masturbation. Question of my own spiritual gifts, and I'll share them in the future. Women's rights, homosexuality. You know, the list goes on and on and on. I'm not going to do them in this video because this video is already at like 7 minutes and 37 seconds. So every time I do a video, it'll be on a different subject. I'll do as much research as I possibly can, or as much as my own brain allows for it. But yeah, that's my time now. I'm just letting you know that I'm starting this series because I've got questions for myself, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have the exact same questions. They might have been answered on YouTube. They might have been answered in videos done on TV. They might have been answered one way or the other. But I'm not feeling complete, and I'm not feeling fulfilled, and I don't feel like I have any answers. So yeah, here goes this new series, and I hope I can stick with this as long as I can, and I hope that I can find answers from different people and different things like that. But anyway, that's all with this video. See you next video, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Okay, take care. Bye bye.